on Halloween night, the ghouls and the witches and the monsters and all that good shit happens.
I'm telling you, don't do it.
This is the best place to be on Halloween. Happy Halloween, my loves. So, guys, guess where we are? If you guys said Salem, then you are absolutely correct. And what better place to be on Halloween night than in Salem? So if you guys are unfamiliar with any of Salem's history, Salem is the home to the witch trials of the 1600s. So not only are we here to learn more about the witch trials, but we're here to learn more about the food, learn more about the people, and just overall learn more about Salem. So come with us as we explore Salem on Halloween night. This should be spooky. Deuces. So we just made it to Coffee Time, which is a little bake shop that's actually right around the corner from where we're parking at. We found this really cool spot to park on I-Overlander. And the spot where we're at, it's about 15 minutes from downtown Salem, like where everything is, where the graveyards are, where the witch trials were held. So it's a pretty cool spot. Now, since we are here, we decided that we were going to try out some of their more popular foods. So he just went inside and he's getting an apple cider donut and something else. I told him to surprise me, so I can't wait to see what he comes back with.
What's the name of this place?
Coffee Time.
So we're here at Coffee Time in Salem, Massachusetts, and that's how I say it, Massachusetts. That's how you say it when you're from New Orleans. So I'm gonna get we're gonna get a glazed cider. Wait, hold on. It's supposed to be apple glaze. Isn't that y'all specialty or something?
They're apple cider.
Oh, so
the apple cider donuts, we just have different kinds.
I need one apple cider. I need one apple cider donut, and then we're gonna do the Boston cream. Just one of each. Yeah, we're gonna try those, and then
peanut butter and jelly.
I was thinking of that, yeah, but my wife's not gonna like the peanut butter and jelly. And I'm gonna do a small hot mocha delight. That's what we're doing.
Do you want the chocolate syrup?
Yeah, chocolate syrup. Sure.
Okay, so he just bought out the donuts and I am going to try what I believe is the apple cider donut.
Yeah.
So this is how the apple cider looks, right? One side looks like it has glaze on it, but the other side, it doesn't. Anyway, so I'll try it. I'll try the one with the icing on it. Okay. Okay. It's pretty good. Let me just start by saying that I am not an apple cider fan, so my expectations for this donut was really, really low. But I must say that I'm really pleased with how it tastes. Like, it's really good. It has like a cake texture, and like I said, it has the icing on the front or it has the icing on the side. I would definitely buy it again. Okay. I see why apple cider is their thing. So I'm not a big fan of apple cider, nor am I a big fan of baked fruit of any kind, but it tastes nothing like that. Like, it's really good, it's fluffy, it's light. I really like it. Okay, so the donuts are pretty good, I must say. Now it's on to the next spot.
So we're walking down the street, and what do we find?
A damn cherry tree. Like,
Do we now?
this is, wait, they're hard, but I'm pretty sure that these are a cherry tree. Like, you can see them up in the trees, and the ones that are on the ground look like cherries to me. I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. They look like grapes? Cherries? It does look like cherries, but there's no way it's not a cherry.
So the only way to find out if it's a cherry or not is to taste it. So Faustino's gonna taste it. I'm not really for eating red fruit in Salem, so I'll let your boy do it. What if it's not supposed to be eaten? What does it taste like? It's like, I gotta Google what a cherry.
Remember those things we used to eat in New Orleans growing up? And they were little yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it.
That's right. Get it, Gypsy. So what I can say is that I absolutely love the style of the homes around here. And then on the homes, like there's this placard that shows you exactly when the home was built. And a lot of these homes are like from the 18th century or from the 17th century. This is pretty cool. So what's so cool is that every house here is decorated. But how can your house not be decorated if you lived in Salem, right? Everything is so spooky. I love it. So we're just walking through the town, and I'm not gonna say everyone, but there's a good amount of people that are dressed up. Some only have on the hats. Everyone is here for the witches, and yeah, so am I. So we just made it to Essex, which is one of the major streets down here, and there's a lot of people. I'm sure that there isn't a lot of people like throughout the year, but October is the busiest part of the year for obvious reasons. It's so busy that throughout the neighborhoods, like there are signs that say you can't park unless you're a resident or unless you have a permit. So you can kind of tell how busy it gets around this part of year. So yeah, it's beautiful though. Look at the trees, everything. So we just made it down to the Witch Mall, which is almost like a canal street to me. Not a canal street, but like a Bourbon Street to me, because there's street performers and then there are people selling food, like vendors or whatnot, but then you have stores on both sides. Before we do anything else, what we're going to do is we're going to bring Gypsy back to the van, because you guys already know how she is in big cities, and yeah, this is no different. So we're going to bring her back to the van, get her situated, and then leave out. I think we may go and do a tour, but I don't know, we'll see. Whatever it is we're gonna do, we're taking y'all with us. These spiders just go on and on. There's so many of them.
So just dropped Jesse off, and we're actually walking to their park. I don't know the name of the park. We just came across it. That might be the name of that monument over there. But there's a fair in the middle of the park. I'm gonna put the name of the park down below. Only because, you know, we just be walking and the stuff just comes upon us. What's funny, Tenaj?
Don't try to turn the camera on me. This is your thing. Do your thing.
Go ahead.
Come on, turn. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, no, that's what we're doing. We're walking through the carnival. We're trying to head back into the little, I guess, the touristy area. It's called Essex Street. It's like their main street through a little town. And we're supposed to be doing something. We don't know yet what we're gonna do, because we keep changing our minds. That's what usually happens when we get here. We're like, there's so much shit to do, and I don't know what to do. But we'll figure it out. All right. Anything you want to say tonight?
No thanks, babe.
All right.
Deuces. Okay, so we just made it back to downtown Salem, and the first place we stopped off was the Witches Village. So here you'll find where the first 20 people were hung, and they have their tombstones on the side. And yesterday we watched a movie, and in this movie, you know, they said some of the names, and it's so interesting to walk past the tombstones and like see their names and to know that this is where their bodies lay, and this happened in the 1600s. Also, it makes you think about just how interesting and how crazy these people were to think that they were witches. So what we're doing now is we're gonna walk around to the graveyard, and
the oldest. Second, I think it's the second oldest. We're trying to get to the cemetery just now. We were able to do it yesterday, but just now they said we needed reservations and we had to go somewhere to get them done, or we could do them online.
I don't know, Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, yesterday we just walked in and although it was raining, we didn't have our cameras yesterday. We just took our phones, but they just let us in. So we don't feel like doing that right now. So we're gonna go have some clam chowder.
Chowder.
From this soup place that we found down the street. So let's go check it out.
So when you come down here, what you'll find is a lot of tours being given. Now I think that we probably should have done a tour, and we can still do one, but what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head over to this restaurant that Faustino found, and we're gonna get us some chowder and yeah, see what we're gonna do after that. So I'm hungry. It's been interesting so far, but I think that if you actually live here, what does that say? What does that say about you if you
have
live
like
here?
a dark sense of humor maybe, or morbid or something like that. Ow, I just broke my back in that hole. That shit hurt.
Anyway, we're gonna try to focus on these sidewalks, and we'll get back with y'all in a few. Deuces!
No, I wanted to.
The witches come out. The witches come out at night.
I'm telling you, don't do it.
Don't do what? What you don't?
So Tenaj, she wants to stay here for this market that only happens on the weekend.
I do.
And I'm like, no, because if you stay on Halloween night, then ghouls come out from this town and the witches, and you don't want to be a part of that like they be doing in the movies.
I do.
So we don't want none of that shit, and she want to be like one of the people that stay in the movies.
Stay in the movies.
And well, the monsters come out on Halloween night.
On Halloween night.
That's not what you do. So we got.
That's what has supposed to happen on Halloween night. On Halloween night, the ghouls and the witches and the monsters and all that good shit happens. So
no, real ones.
This
real
is the
ones,
best place to be on
it's gonna
Halloween
be like a movie.
because
Okay.
we're in Salem. You guys know what happened in the 1600s. You know, we are listening to all the stories. We have heard about the witch trials, and yeah, this is the best place to be. So we just made it to the soup factory, and Faustino's gonna order us some soup. Like you guys already know, I said that I want the clam chowder, but there's so many different, there's so many things to choose from. Okay, let's see.
Bread. White. No, that's it. So I just ordered the New England clam chowder and corn chowder and the lobster Newburgh.
Okay, so Faustino just bought over the chowder. So I think he ordered lobster chowder for me and clam chowder for himself. It looks good too because you can see some of the lobster chunks in it, so I know that it's lobster. I can't wait. It looks hot. We have been walking all day, so it feels so good to sit down and actually eat something.
Oh yeah, get that.
We should have got one bread and one cracker.
You know what? I'm gonna need some hot sauce, I think, and I haven't even tasted it yet.
It almost reminds me of like an etouffee because it has the seafood in it, and it has the rice in it, and it has like this creamy texture.
This one to me is very soupy. It does pack some flavors.
I am actually gonna try it out. Well, I'm gonna eat it now, and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts. Okay, so we just finished up with the chowder. I'd say it was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I will give it a 8 out of 10. It's very good, very satisfying, and the price is good.
I would come here again. I would come here constantly to get some soup or something.
So we're gonna finish up. I'm not exactly sure what we're getting into, but we'll see you guys in a few. So we decided to stop in at this little candy shop, and the way it goes is that you weigh the candy by the little bag. So I am just one bag away from happiness. So let me start looking into what I can possibly take back to the van. Y'all, I have a crazy sweet tooth, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some jelly beans. I'm gonna get all things that are sweet. Okay, so although we didn't do a tour, it's starting to rain on us, so we're gonna head back to the van. We're gonna check on Gypsy. We have some things that we have to charge up, and we may or may not come back out tonight.
And we gotta come back out for dinner because we gotta have seafood one more time before we leave. And plus there's nothing in the fridge.
I guess that's true. Okay, well, I don't know, we'll see. This is basically turning into like a 90s memorabilia trip because yesterday we checked out Cheers. Today we're taking pictures in front of the Bewitched statue. So yeah, it's definitely taking me back down memory lane. There's so many things to do in Salem, like besides the witch tour. It's a pretty cool little town.
Tell, but I do see the skulls. I do see that skull. That's pretty cool. Look, I see that all those red lights over there. That's where we were earlier today, inside the park, and that's where that across the street, straight ahead, is where the Witch Museum that we walked by earlier. So that was super crowded.
Hey loves, so we just rolled up to Turner Seafood, which is a seafood restaurant that's about 15 minutes away from the spot that we've been parked in. So there are a few things that I wanted to try while I was down here. One was the donuts, which we tried this morning. We tried the chowder, and now we're gonna have some seafood. So I am anticipating, everything else was really good, so I have really high expectations for my seafood, but we'll see how I go, child. So we're here and we're looking at the menu, and I swear there are so many things to choose from. Like, I'm looking at everybody's plates and I see these different options, so I asked the waitress about this one particular plate. Now, I had something in mind that I wanted to get, which was shrimp, but I don't think I'll be eating shrimp tonight. So
what are you getting?
I am getting something other than what I expected, child.
Mussels, and calamari. So I'm getting the fin and haddock. So I think it's like it's like a sautéed fish, and with two sides. Oh my God, guys. So I really couldn't talk in the restaurant because it was kind of loud and dark, but let me tell you, man, the food here at Turner Seafood, this shit was excellent. I had this smoked fin and haddock fish. Oh my God, that shit was so good. Tenaj had the mussels and clams linguine, so good. Man, just make sure if you ever come to Salem, make sure you come out to this Turner Seafood. It's really good, very well worth it. Inexpensive, but it was cool. It was cool. So now we're gonna. This is one spot we didn't see the other night, or I guess any time of the day. So we're gonna go ahead around and look at this house, like some witch house or something, and then that's it. Then we're gonna show you what it looks like at night. So another thing to expect is that when you come in here, there's gonna be nothing but tours. Like there's like a lot of tours at night. It's crowded. You can hear one right behind me right now. You can kind of see them right there. You ready?
Okay, so our final stop for the night is what is commonly known as the witch house. So this house that is behind me is one of the last structures that is actually connected to the witch trials of the 1600s. All of the rest of the houses in the area have been remodeled or restructured in some type of way, but this is actually the original structure. So this house belonged to one of the judges that was responsible for the witch trials, and it's pretty popular down here. Like, we just made it here and there were lots of tour groups that are listening to tours. Now, what I did find out just now is that the judge had 10 children and 8 of his children died of smallpox in that house. And you know, back in the old days, you were born in your house and you basically died in your house.